Hello, one and all, and welcome to a top five. And this is, of course, the top five hyped games that will surely disappoint you. They're definitely going to disappoint, and I know what you're thinking. What are you talking about? You know, they're not going to disappoint. They're amazing. Look at these games. These are so amazing. They're so amazing. It's like, calm down, okay? Calm down. They're going to disappoint you. Why? Because you are overhyping them. Okay, you are hyping them up to something that you want them to exceed your expectation, but they're not. Okay, they're gonna be great games or good games at least. Some of them might even just be decent, but you're hyping them way too much. And we're gonna be taking a look at these games because these are the five that I believe that I believe that are just being hyped up too much. It was kind of tough trying to put which one at the top, as you can tell. Death Stranding, and then Cyberpunk 2077. Now, but we're gonna get to those. First and foremost, we're gonna get to this Watch Dogs game. If you follow me, if you know anything about me, is that I dislike Watch Dogs. Okay, I tried passing the game. I tried doing the whole shebang. And it's just so bad. I got screwed over with this game. Bought it digitally. Got screwed over. And I'm tired of it. So here's the thing. You're probably going to be like, oh, but yeah, this is different. This is way different. I honestly don't believe it is. I believe that this is just going to be same type of game, whatever that it's always been. It's going to be mediocre, decent, but it's not going to live up to what you expect it to be. Like, all these people are like, amazing. We're going to enjoy it. It's going to be, oh my God, look, you can be a grandma. You can be a grandma in this game. And it's like, I don't know. This game is it just seems pretty goddamn, it's not going to be what you expect it to be. Having permadeath with all these different types of characters, blah, blah, blah. It's still not going to be what you expect it to be. It's just kind of just be there. That's all it's going to be. And I don't know how the customization option is going to be for characters, or you can buy different clothes. But I feel like it's going to be bad. Like, it's not necessarily going to be any good. And then also with this whole thing going on with something happened with China, where they disliked a certain thing in the game. Because it's like political or some type of aspect. They're most likely going to change some stuff. Maybe just for them. Or it could possibly just affect how this game comes out for everyone else. Like, this whole thing of, like, people just walking around, it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter until the game actually comes out. That's just basically it. It's not going to matter. None of this is going to matter whether, what's going on. Like, you're trying to recruit people, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I think it's just going to get to a certain thing where it's, like, repetitive. Like, for me personally, I'd be like, oh, okay, let me take those guys out. But it's not going to be able to. You're just going to try to recruit people, blah, blah. I don't know. I think this game is definitely going to disappoint. People are going to expect way too much from this. Way too much. And you're just not going to get that, Like, it's kind of just disappointing. Cutscene, so they're fighting. So that's pretty cool. You put on a mask. Let's see. It's a cutscene, I guess, where you put on the mask. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I feel like they'd have to have the V for Vendetta mask in there. Just saying, you know. I feel like they kind of have to. The gun, what? Resist. Oh, so you can come back. What? Oh, okay, so kind of a stealth mechanic. I don't know. It doesn't seem. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those things where it's all right. It's a good game, but I don't think it's gonna be anything that's like people are just gonna hype it out to be. I think it's gonna have a lot of good features, you know, some good stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think it, like I said, it is definitely people are gonna be disappointed, not because it's it won't be a good game, but because they're gonna try to make it seem like it's more than what it actually is. You know, it's gonna be one of those things where people say, "Oh man, you know, I thought it was gonna be this. Oh my god, they're gonna have this. They're gonna be this. It's gonna be all these different features." You know, but it's not. You know, it's gonna be good, but people are just gonna hype it up too much and expect too much from the game, and that's gonna be the downfall. Then people are gonna nitpick at it. I'm just trying to bring that hype down. That's all I'm trying to do, because that's basically what's gonna happen. You know, so it's like this is crazy. This is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be fine. But and I like the fact that it's like you're still kind of running like an old person. So that's pretty cool. They have like those kind of mechanics down. Obviously, I'm not gonna watch this whole thing. And you're thinking, oh, well, you know, maybe that's why you're not hyped for it. It's like, no, I'm just not gonna be hyped for any of these types of games until they come out. I kind of learned my lesson with a lot of those games. But yeah, let's get to watching. Let's move on to the next one. The fourth one on the list, of course, and that is Star Wars: The Fallen Order. Now, this was tough because I was originally going to put this one as my as the fifth one. I believe that it's just like, I wasn't sure which one would be where, but I guess this is a little above Watch Dogs Legion and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I think it's one of those games people are saying we're kind of getting hyped for it because, but also kind of disappointed because of the type of gameplay that they showed. However, apparently that it's supposed to be like a Dark Souls thing, Metroid, or different stuff. There's different planets as well that you can travel to, which they didn't show, so it's not going to be quite as linear of a game, but it's going to have linear aspects, I guess you could say. But yeah, a lot of this, people were just kind of, oh, it seems like a generic type of Star Wars game. You're not going to be able to cut off limbs, from what I've heard, but you will be able to, I guess, cut off robotic limbs, or maybe like spider leg limbs, as you'll probably see. But yeah, people were obviously disappointed that they're not going to be able to cut off limbs. But that apparently came from, up ahead, Electronic Arts, or, like, oh, Chewbacca's there. But it came from apparently, what's that, from, Disney and stuff. That don't, we're like, hey, is this a mature game or whatever? He's like, nah, we're not going to do that. That's pretty damn disappointing. They have a bunch of Chewbacca's down there. So, yeah, I think a lot of people just kind of seem like kind of hyped about it, but also not hyped about it. I think there are a lot of people that are hyped about this game, but it's EA. Yeah, sure. Some people from Respawn made it. I think there's confusion of like, oh, it's the people that made Apex, and it's like, oh, well, that's actually a different team. Apparently, from Respawn, there were two different teams. One that was working apparently on this, and another one that was working on Apex Legends. With that said, we'll see exactly what transpires. Uh, I do like the fact that apparently, like, they have like I said, it's gonna. I'm sure it would be a good game, but yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be what other people, I guess, are expecting it to be or what they would want from it. Especially EA has just this horrible features. These horrible things of adding like a bunch of like loot crates and stuff like that, or microtransactions. So honestly, who knows what they're gonna be doing with this? But like I said, I hope it's really good. I hope it's super entertaining. Right here, I feel like you're more of a badass, or maybe as time progresses, like I feel like that the body was supposed to be cut in half, but they probably did it, but they were like, no, you guys can't do that, which is annoying. I like the fact that they're gonna be adding these kind of boss battles situations where you're just not gonna be able to be like overpowering them or something. Maybe to some extent, but yeah. I hope that there's more. Other than, but yeah, it's really tough. It's tough to know, because the last game that I did watch of this was, of course, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. The last game I played actually for Star Wars was The Force Unleashed, which was relatively good. I played with the Wii, and I enjoyed it. Obviously, it had its faults here and there, but it was relatively a good game. And like I said, a lot of people are probably going to come into this thinking that it's going to be this masterpiece, this type of game. I want to be a Jedi, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, cool. We still haven't seen how the story's going to be. Obviously, there's certain restrictions when it comes to that. Because it's not necessarily going to be, it's not necessarily going to be anything that affects anything else. Because, I mean, you have a set story with Star Wars, which obviously they've messed up already. And, well, they said you could cut off limbs for spiders, but I don't believe he even did that. Or, like, it looked like he hit a limb, but it didn't really cut it off. Skill point acquired, yeah, it's going to have a lot of good features. Like I said, might be a decent or, good game. But, again, people, it's just going to try to hype it up. And hopefully it doesn't. But hopefully it doesn't, just become something where people just kind of forget or don't want to try it. But it's EA. It's very difficult. Trust has been broken multiple times where you're kind of like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to support this company. Which sucks because then you don't support the developers that work hard on these games, that try to make it as good as possible and try to bring it out for everyone. But it's tough. It really is. But yeah, that's what I think is gonna basically happen. I don't know, like the length of this game. Honestly, maybe 40 hours, maybe 60 if you're kind of pushing it or whatever, depending on difficulty. But I think it could be possibly a 40-hour game. Because they said there's probably going to be like side missions and things like that. But yeah, I think they definitely should have shown more other aspects. This actor, if you don't know, it's freaking awesome. We played Joker on Gotham. Last episode though, just atrocious. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, great actor, and I honestly hope that it does well, and it is a good game. But yeah, just stop trying to hype it up. It's gonna definitely disappoint you if you do. And now we're moving on to Gears of War. Now I know what you're thinking. What, man? Come on, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so freaking cool. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Hey, I played the first one, freaking loved it. I think I played some of the second one, don't remember. But like what's gonna be the formula for this one? What is it gonna add? Apparently, they're having this whole they're adding a new multiplayer thing to it. Different characters, different levels, different things that you're gonna be doing. There's gonna be like yeah, escape or whatever. You're escaping the hive. The I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good game. Uh, but like I said, people might be hyping it up too much or expecting too much from this, and I think that's just gonna kind of disappoint people. That it's not gonna be exactly what people expect it to be. Like this, just watching this right now, I'm not really sure what this is about. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is about. Rejects. What? Yeah, I don't. I'm watching this and I just don't know what the hell's going on. This is pretty bored or whatever. Pretty boring. Drone. I think some people will enjoy it. Obviously, there's a lot of people who love Gears of War, and they're going to purchase this game, and hopefully, it's to their liking. I personally don't think that. I think it's gonna do well, but I think there might be a lot of people who are expecting this to be more than what it actually is. Campaign wise, I think it's gonna be maybe solid 10 hours. The most solid 10 hours. But yeah, gameplay, multiplayer, that's where it's gonna mainly be, and what it's gonna offer. The game modes. This mode does not do anything for me. I didn't even full screen it because I'm just like, ugh. It's just not entertaining, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a game for me. If you like the game, hey, that's cool. But yeah, just don't get hyped for it. I think this is probably a game where people are gonna be like, oh, I think yours is back. Yours is finally back to like this old way that we liked again and all that. You're gonna have something really good, and just kind of hype it up too much, and then get disappointed once it lets them down. It's gonna happen. You're gonna see it. I'm telling you right now. Look at the people who are talking a lot about this game, like saying that it's really great or blah blah blah, and then save that for later, and then when it comes out, watch those same people talk about the game. Some will be in denial if the game is really bad. You'll straight up see people in denial. I'm like, no, it's a good game. Trust me, it's a good game. Yeah, you know, I mean, it has some faults here, but no, it's really great. Yeah, you guys are gonna love it. Yeah. No, don't fall for that. Don't do it. All right, now let's move on. To the last two. Top two right now. This is kind of where we're at. And this is going to disappoint so many goddamn... Like, this people probably going to be like, what, man? What do you mean there's hype for that game? What do you mean there's overhype? There's hype for that game. Blah, blah, blah. These games... Like, Hideo Kojima, Death Stranding. This is probably one of the most hyped games out there. Next to Cyberpunk. Okay? Like, in all honesty... Especially with the controversy that happened with Konami. There's a bunch of stuff that we just don't know. Speculation of things that it's like, oh, what happened with him? If you don't know, well, Hideo Kojima was kind of like, his last game was Metal Gear Solid 5, which is unfinished apparently. It was an unfinished game. There were supposed to be more places, different things to do in this world that he created. But due to funding and taking so long, freaking Konami needed to bring in money, and he wasn't basically bringing in money. So it kind of came down to the fact of like, okay, well, you know what? You're not doing it. Okay, that's it. They're basically firing him. They restricted him from getting like an award or kind of leaving the business of Konami. He couldn't make appearances, public appearances. It made Konami look even worse. So bad. And it was well deserved. Uh, so now it's like Hideo Kojima made this whole deal with Sony, and it's like, oh man, I'm super excited. Can't wait for the next Hideo Kojima game. As much as some people would be excited, but also it's like his games weren't like record breaking in comparison to others. Mainly because people don't like certain types of games. This is kind of like his big one. This is like his big return, his big statement. It's going to be this massively open world. It's going to be obviously exploration, combat, scavenging, a bunch of different features that are going to be in this game. And I just wonder how they're going to be executed well. How are they going to be done? Because you look at this, obviously, like I said, exploration. Be able to travel down there. I wonder if there's going to be a limit in how many encounters you're going to have with people, because this is one of those, right? There's going to be villains in there in the story, in these encounters that you're going to have. So you got to kind of ask yourself, what's going to happen? A mask under a mask? What? So, makes you wonder. A lot of people are really hyped for this game. They're super like, oh my god, it's so amazing. They already said that this is not going to be a... What was it? A certain type, like a sneaking game. Even though there's like sneaking, it's not a stealth game, I guess. But yeah, just, like as you're seeing, there's all these different things. People, I guess, trying to capture you. Which I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen. Because they said, like, you don't really die. Or you get killed or something. And I'm kind of wondering also, do you really know, like, certain... Like, because you can fight. This is pretty interesting, right? So you can choose to fight or run away. I'm wondering if you're going to be able to pick up their weapons at all. Because it kind of sucks if you can't pick up, like, that cool-looking staff and shock other people. You know? It would be pretty shitty if you can't pick it up. I wonder like what kind of random encounters you're gonna have, and how crazy things are actually gonna be. So I don't know. I'm kind of wondering what exactly is gonna happen, how the story's gonna be, because obviously you're gonna be able to go to a different world. I wonder if these are going to be just cutscenes where it's like, it's going to take you there, or if you're going to have the option to go there. I'm kind of wondering how that's going to be. From this, what I gather, it's, because it said it's like take you to Hades, so it's basically where there's just death there. There's so many dead people, right? And I'm guessing he's in charge there or whatever. He's like a type of commander. Or maybe this is like in a way the past or something like that. But it doesn't seem to be. I think it seems like, yeah, you're kind of like in hell in Hades, and there's all this crazy shit going on. But yeah, I'm excited for the game to see what it actually is and see how entertaining this is gonna be. But yeah, like I said, just don't get hyped. Don't get on the hype train expecting this to be more than what it actually is going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that are just going to overhype it. And then once they get their hands on it, they're going to be like, oh, wait, what? I thought it was actually going to be this type of game. Or I thought it was going to have this. Or I thought it was going to be this. Or I can't do this. I can't do that. Why can't I do this? I think that's where this whole thing can just kind of collapse and make a game that's good or even great, just fall down in the margins because people expect way too much from it. I know, of course, from like Red Dead, people like were putting it on this huge fucking pedestal, and then it just collapsed. You know, people loved certain aspects of the game. It was a good game, but it just there were certain aspects that where it just kind of fell. The same thing with Fallout 76. People were saying, my brother as well was like, "Oh man, no, yeah, they're gonna fix it. They released a beta." I'm like, dude, a beta is supposed to be like, okay, what can we do to fix it? However, the game was coming out soon. It was like a few weeks. You cannot fix anything within that amount of time. It's just there's no way, it's not possible. And they really messed up. And they kind of admitted their guilt, but not really. But hey, that's Bethesda, and now they're in kind of deep water. But as you can see, we're not covering any Bethesda games because, yeah, they didn't really release anything. It was on mobile and just garbage. Like, nothing really that interesting. But yeah, that's Death Stranding. You know, this game here. This game that people are kind of just really overhyping. Maybe it deserves it. Maybe it doesn't. But honestly, if you're overhyping this, don't. You might be disappointed. It might be like if you think, oh, it's gonna be a good game, that's perfectly fine. But it's like, oh my, the best game, game of the year. I honestly have no idea this game of the year, but I mean, who knows, right? There's a lot of games out there. This may get game of the year. It may just get it because it's Hideo Kojima. It may not be the greatest game. It's happened before. Bethesda released Skyrim the same year that freaking Arkham Knight came out. Arkham Knight had like the best story, had amazing gameplay, and it lost out to Bethesda Skyrim because it's Bethesda and it's Skyrim. The story was kind of there, but in comparison to, Arkham Knight, no, it couldn't touch it. But yeah, this is my opinion. So next, we're moving on to Cyberpunk 77, and I'm like battling with this because this is gonna be a good game. CD Projekt Red, from my understanding, from the only game that I've actually played, The Witcher 3, does not release garbage. And they release DLC that it's abundant, it's sizable, it's amazing. I've played it. I still haven't even finished the Blood and Wine, which I probably should. But yeah. And yeah, I think this is going to be something that's really good. But yeah, this game, Cyberpunk 2077, it seems kind of I don't like the first person. Okay, you're first person, but problem I see with this is like I want to see my character. Why am I gonna make all these augmentations to my character if I can't even fucking see them? Could I see them in the reflection or blah blah blah? But other than that, it's kind of like it's mainly just kind of disappointing. It's a fact, It's going to be disappointing just in general with everything that's happening. I guess cutscenes you'll be able to see your character, which is cool. But what the hell? I want to be able to see my character fight and stuff like that. They really wanted to have this first person, so it's not going to be third person or over the shoulder or anything like that. But it's going to disappoint. Because if you look at what's going on, you're going to see, in an instance, of course, you'll see the combat. However, this is, of course, CGI. This is just, animation right here that they're doing. I'm not really sure how they're going to do the combat. They've shown some of the combat, kind of like shooting mechanics. It seems pretty good. It's from the scene that's happening right now. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good game, but like, ultimately, it's gonna disappoint. I think a lot of people are just gonna hype this up way too much. I think a lot of people are just expecting it to be something. I think people are definitely expecting it to be this higher standard, which I think it's gonna be a great game. But at the end of the day, it's 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 not gonna exceed people's expectations. People are expecting this to be like another level type of situation, but I think it's just not gonna be that. I don't think it's gonna be that type of level. Not just because of the whole fact of like the first person, but it's just I don't. This is definitely not a Witcher thing. It seems like it could be more linear, not too much open world. They said it kind of is, but they haven't really showcased that. I'm kind of waiting to see that and see how you kind of traverse, especially in first person. You know, and just how in combat situations how melee is gonna work, or how you're gonna be able to see that in first person in your field of view. Because obviously this, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that. Like unless I see it in actual game, right? I don't think it's actually gonna do. Yeah, unless I see that, I don't think you're actually gonna be able to do that in the game. So yeah, I think, especially with this is awesome. Keanu Reeves in fucking Cyberpunk. That is awesome. And that is easily a way to get hyped, man. But like I said, no. Bubble. This is definitely gonna be this game is gonna be great. It's gonna be really good. But I think people are gonna hype it up too much. And I think the people that are hyped up about it are gonna just lose sight of what, like I said, what the game has to offer, what the game is, and ultimately will kind of ruin it for other people. People will be like, "Oh, what? Oh, this game's gonna have this. It's gonna be this amazing, blah blah blah." And then when they get it, their hands on it, they're gonna be like, "Wait, what? That's not what this game is, or this game isn't that. It's not that great. What the hell are people talking about? I mean, it's a good game. I like it, but I don't like certain aspects of it. Or you know what? Maybe this isn't the type of game that's for me." I think that's what's gonna happen. I think people, when this launches, like I said, there's gonna be people that are gonna be like expecting too much. They're gonna be like, "Wait, okay, so it's all first person. Okay, let me see how's the combat. What can I actually do?" And mind you, some people, I mean, depending on how you traverse, maybe they'll get nauseous in first person. I know there's times where certain games I'd play in first person, it kind of like made me feel kind of nauseous or like sick or whatever, or just like the combat. Like in Skyrim, I'd like to walk around kind of third person, see my character, everything, and then sometimes for combat I'd go into first person, sometimes not, just depending on the situation. But hey, I'm just saying that it might be that type of situation, the type of game that it is. I wonder, just like I said, how big is this open world? What can you actually do? They had a lot of things to do in The Witcher, obviously, and I'm just wondering what is going to happen. What's going to happen with this game? What are they going to do with the game? And yeah, so that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think I'm full of shit? Do you think it's like ridiculous or whatever? You think you should be hyped for all these games? You come on, man, get hyped. Should I get hyped? Should I get on the hype train? Should I be like, yeah, ooh yeah, let's do this, let's do it. Oh, I am in it. Should I be that freaking excited? Should I just throw caution to the wind and say, fuck all of my instincts and stay hyped for all these games. Or not stay hyped, be hyped for all these games. Well, let me know down in the comments below. For more videos, click down there. And let me know what games you're hyped for, or games that, you know what, that didn't make this list that you think, you know, should be on the list. So let me know down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, if you want more top 5 videos, stuff like that, let me know. I'll make more. Alright, take care.